Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just noticing a bit of a graphical glitch. I need to restart Minecraft. It makes that go away, but the smoke particles are looking a bit funny. There may be other little glitches, but doesn't affect anything. It's just a visual thing. But I just got back from Enceladus, as we can see, and I'm just throwing a whole bunch of this into the A system for getting the mysterious dust that we're going to need. We're going to need a whole lot of it, and I only have 366 at this point, so just got that going. And I've been doing a bunch of smelting up. I'm doing it in like chunks because obviously I still do not produce enough power. And yeah, I could build more of these. The problem with that is the fusion reactor only creates so much plasma. So when I do finally upgrade these turbines, I won't be able to run all the turbines off the one reactor again. Now, obviously, I could build a second reactor, but yeah, I'm just kind of letting the stuff smelt up as we go. When the blast furnaces aren't running, I do actually fill up that buffer really fast. I think I got up to about 1 trillion, and then I started smelting all the neutronium and it dropped. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. So let's throw that back in there. And I did some quick math on the tier 8 rocket, and it looks like we're going to need 18 tier 8 plates and 120 tier 7. So that's kind of good to know. So we need, we get 64 from smelting down the tier 7 rocket. You look at that and throw it in the arc furnace, we get 64 of those. So it looks like we're going to need about 56 more tier 7, is that right? Yeah, 56 more. So maybe I think I have all my, yeah, there's the raw neutronium that I just pulled out to build back the buffer up. Let's see, tier 7. Maybe I should do like just pre-craft these is maybe kind of what I'm thinking. What did I say, 56? Yeah, I need 120 and I get 64. Yeah. Just to kind of see what we're looking at. All right, so I need 1,600 more mysterious crystals. I think I'll get it from that big batch. I think I put about 2,000 in there. I'm not sure, but Callisto Ice. I need to I think this is just a, isn't this just a regular smelting recipe? Yeah. Need to put that in there. If I can remember which one this one is. Yeah, that one's the smeltery. All right, so let's see, tier 7. So we need 160 more neutronium. All right, so that's kind of what I was looking for. All right, so maybe I should, let's see, we need 224 tritanium. Maybe I should get that going, and 160. Yeah, let's do that. I'm actually going to cancel this. This was for the tier 8 ones that we need. We're going to need more, obviously, but I think I want to get the tier 7 plates crafted up, because then that's basically everything that we're going to need. Obviously, I mean, we need other stuff, but like that. But the main thing is the neutronium for the tier 8 rocket. All right, so I'm gonna have to. I think I built up a decent, yeah, about 10 million, and as we can see, I have 65,000 buckets of this helium, which is really cool. Let me turn that off because we're gonna need this reactor. Yeah. Okay, so let me. Those funny smoke particles. I should just restart, but those 6-minute load times for this pack makes me not want to do that. Yeah, so I guess let me craft some of this stuff up. Oh, and as we can see really quick, last episode we set up the warehousing depot, and we can see all the different things there. You can't see them on the interface, but this mod that lets you see things in the inventory is actually pretty cool, because now we can see that it has put all the different tiny dusts in there. So yeah, I kind of wish I had done that way sooner, but hey, finally made it. But look at our drives. Oh, they look so much better. They're like all green. What's this one? Except for this one. That is full. I wonder what's in that. Why is it 65,000 bytes? Oh, it's probably all this iron. 100,000 iron, 171,000 tungstate, 167,000 of that. But yeah, that definitely helped with my disk drives. Anyway, let me cut here and we will come back. All right, quick change. I forgot to, in the 120, I forgot to add that the 18 tier, or the 18 tier 8 require one of the tier 7 each, so this is actually 138 that we're gonna need. Yeah, because there's 10 of these and they require 4 each, so that's 40. There's 10 of these, there's 4 of that, so that's another 40, so that's 80 between the fins and the boosters. This requires 4, so that's 84, 85, and then these are 5 each. And there's 7 of them, so that's 35, so that's 120, and then 18 of these, so yeah, so we need 138 of the tier 7 things, and I actually already have one of the tier 8, so that's actually one less, so let's see, 137. Got all the math going on today. So 137 tier 7 plates, and then we get 64 from the 64 from the smelting down the tier 7 rocket. So I actually need 73 more tier 7 plates, if that is correct. Ah, dang it. Okay, good thing I checked though, because I didn't want to like smelt down my the rocket if I don't have it. Is it still going? Yeah, it looks like we're all done with that. Dang it, I did not get enough. All right, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that's not doing it anymore. Yeah, that's all done. All right, so we're gonna have to get some more of that. And I need some more geranium. I forgot how much it said. Geranium and tritanium. So as we can see, this is pretty expensive, and all the neutronium that we're going to need. I just want to get this going as well, though. So 128 geranium. All right, yeah, we'll just continue working towards this. And yeah, I want to get that stuff at least crafted up sooner than later. Before we run out of that, because I want to get that going again. Crafting the helium plasma. All right, back, and I got some more of the mysterious crystal dust. And yeah, I think it's time to just kind of let that go. And yeah, we'll craft all that, and that will be a pretty big chunk of what we need for the next rocket. So I'm just kind of crafting up the parts as opposed to doing it like doing the nose cone and everything kind of separately. I'm just kind of doing the main part of it, and then yeah, we will get that crafted up. That should be crafting the titanium. Yeah, perfect. All right, and yeah, so I've been kind of looking, and it looks so funny. So does that. The weird particles. I've been kind of looking at where we want to go from here. Obviously, the Tier 8 rocket is a pretty big part of the progression. Feels a bit weird, though. We basically just crafted the Tier 7 rocket, and then we're almost going directly into the 8. Like, the Tier 7 doesn't seem to be kind of like its own tier. It's kind of like mixed with 7 and 8. Although we did get all the nether stars, which was pretty awesome. But I'm kind of looking towards now end game stuff. Like, what are we working towards to finish this mod pack? And there's a couple things that I would like to accomplish. I think I'm going to do the Stargate is the absolute like end. I think it's the hardest thing to craft in the pack, and I think setting up Stargate will be like the final episode, I think. And as we can see, I mean, lots and lots of stuff. So I think, yeah, this is kind of what I think I want to do for endgame, the final kind of like build. And this is going to take a while, I believe. So yeah, we're just going to kind of be working towards that stuff. So as we can see, like the Infinity stuff, which is tier 8 plates, is kind of like the gate to all that super, super late game stuff. But another kind of thing I thought would be kind of cool is the ultimate battery. It's usually kind of like the end of most Gregtech packs. And we have the ultimate battery here. And as we can see, it's UV tier. That's just usually the last tier, but they've added extra tiers in this pack, the Gregtech New Horizons. So there is actually one more. So there's the ultimate battery, and then the really ultimate battery, which is UMV tier. So I think it would be kind of cool if we maybe get as another kind of thing to work towards is this really ultimate battery. I have no idea how. I mean, I'm assuming it's extremely expensive, but we can't see the recipes. But the first one we would have to craft is the ultimate battery, and then there's that one. But to get the ultimate battery, we're going to need this energy cluster, which we're going to need this energy module, and we need that is to scan a Lapatronic energy orb cluster. So I think do we have the orb clusters, or we just have... Oh, we already have one. I don't know why I have that or what I used it for. I remember crafting them up, but I don't remember why. Maybe I got them from like a quest as well. All right, so that makes that a little easier because those are a bit of a pain to craft up. But I'm assuming all the ones after that are going to require more of those, so... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it... No. The problem is the Lapatron dust, which is the annoying part. That's weird. Alright, so there's... Is there an assembly line recipe for that as well? There's a circuit assembly recipe. And it looks like... Is that an assembly line recipe? That is... kind of weird. Right? Yeah. So there's this assembly line recipe, and then there's this. Does this not work? I don't remember. I feel like... I don't remember, actually. Because, I mean, we're talking like way cheaper. 64 of those things to 4? I'd have to like test that. I don't ever remember doing this assembly line recipe, to be honest. All right. Yeah, but anyway, that is not too bad. These things are the problem. Because you need these latron things, and these need an autoclave. So that's annoying, but we can always set this up, and then this is that. All right. But did we get the data stick? Let's do that. All right, let's scan this and then take a look at kind of what we're looking at here. All right, there is the energy module, I guess. Is that what it's called? I don't even know. Let's go ahead and throw that in there and see what we're looking at. Yeah, as expected. Yeah, none of this is difficult at all. Although I don't see that. I don't see that rotating. Isn't that usually like? I can't remember if that. Like, I don't know if it's is it or dictionaried with the other ZPM circuits? I'm not sure. Yeah, but none of this is difficult. The only thing is, since these are nested recipes, I'm guessing the next tier after that will require 8 of these, which would be 64 of those, and then we start talking about like 16 field generators, so it like rapidly spirals, like extremely expensive. But yeah, why don't we, I guess we'll just, yeah, let me set up, I guess. I really would like to craft this, even though it might be insanely expensive. I think it would be fun to craft it up. Unless we start talking like, I don't know. I'm a bit worried this is going to be like 8 of these, which would be like 8 of these, which would be, you know, like 16 of those kind of thing. But yeah, this actually isn't too bad. I would like to just get it crafted up so I can see what we're at least talking about here with these recipes. All right, so maybe, yeah, let me see. Let me get some of this going. Ace SOC. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm just thinking like we're probably gonna need, yeah, silicon. Man, I go through that a lot. I wonder if there's an easier way to get silicon. I know you can get it from sand, which I get from, I mean, that's infinite because we have cobble gen. So silicon dioxide you get from sand. It is 8 to 1 though, but this, so 24 sand gets you 1 silicon. I mean, that's not the greatest. But the thing is, it's like completely free. So I don't have to worry about flying up to like Oberon or whatever. I would have to do a whole like setup bar by itself though, I think. Let me think. Yeah, I would just do like a hammer, I guess. Because silicon dioxide, yeah, I'm not going to do it that way. Glass dust. All right. So we could maybe do it this way. Yeah, that pulverizing glass will get you 1 glass dust. But we have to get the glass in the first place. So it's actually 3 sand to silicon. So we could either do it through an arc furnace and smelt up the glass, pulverize it down, get silicon dioxide. And then the 3 silicon dioxide gets you this, and you actually get the oxygen back to re-smelt the glass with, or I just do a hammer. But that would tear through my cobble stone, I think. All right, let me, yeah, I guess we'll, yeah, I need to get that set up first, probably. So the Laptronic, man, this is gonna quickly spiral out of control here. So, like, one of those is 8. Yeah, one of those. This is still weird. I think something, I don't know, maybe this recipe doesn't work. I don't remember. I'll have to test that out because it is drastically cheaper, as we can see. Although, maybe it's, is it because this has 8 of those and this doesn't require any? Maybe that. No. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's the reason for. So basically 8 of these would be 64 of those. See, this is where it's getting crazy expensive. And this is just the next tier. Still have like 2 or 3 more to go. Yeah, 16. This is for one of the. Oof, yeah. All right, let me do some thinking here, and we may need to start looking into like infinite resources here. If we're going to be crafting something up like that. Yeah, platinum. We're going to tear through that, and we're going to be going through veins of the stuff. But let me kind of look around here, and we'll come back. All right, I've been kind of looking around, and I think I'm going to do like a little bit of a setup for producing silicon, and hopefully this will work how I want it to. So we got 2 forge hammers. Now these are gonna, should I have it over there? Maybe I should have it over there. Go left to right. I was gonna go right to left, but yeah, let's go like that. So we're gonna do export bus into there, and that will just be the cobblestone. All right, so cobblestone, and that will go to the right. That'll output. That'll turn it into sand, which this will turn it into glass. And then we need a fluid for that. And this will be oxygen, which I have an endless supply of from my the electrolyzer in the fusion room, so not worried about this. So that will put the oxygen in there. And I need the mufflers that we have as well, because this is going to be running until goes up. All right, then next we have the pulverizer. Auto output. And then that auto outputs to the electrolyzer. Apparently I had a pump on the side. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but if you have, let's see, how do I want to do this? So like if you have, so say we have the thing here, and if we put the pump on it, and then we break it, the pump's going to stay on it. Now if we change position and put it down like this, the pump's going to be on the same thing. But if I place it down like this, which will be, that means the front of it will be in my direction, and you can't put pumps on the front of a machine. That's why it pops off. So That's why sometimes if you're placing down machines with pumps and stuff, sometimes the pump will like pop off. It's because it's trying to place it on the front of the machine and it cannot. There we go. So cobble, gravel, sand, glass dust. Oh, do I need one more electrolyzer? I may need one more electrolyzer actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Or, is that right? That's not what I want. Glass dust. Is it centrifuge or is it I'm missing something, I think? Centrifuge. Wait, no, no, I did forget the centrifuge. We need the centrifuge to turn it into... Yeah, I am short one. So, I mean, the setup is, what, 6 machines? But, yeah. I don't know. I was debating how to, like, if I should do this in, like, the multi-blocks, but I really don't, because these don't have a multi-block variant. This I could do in a multi-block, but... I mean, do I really need... I mean, I don't need silicon that much. So I'm just going to have this kind of running as we craft it up was kind of the what I was planning. All right, there is the centrifuge. So that will auto output. I already forgot. Glass dust, centrifuge, auto output. All right, so there is that. I'm gonna need one more muffler, I think. All right, I think hopefully this is getting enough power. I didn't even think about that actually. Like, there we go. There is what we're looking for. So I think I'm gonna do auto output to the top, pump on the back. So you're gonna put the silicon in there. And we'll put a storage bus on there. I'm gonna put a filter so it doesn't do anything else. Yeah. And then this is gonna fill up with oxygen unless we get that taken care of, which this is what this is for. So we're gonna export into a trash can because I do not need this oxygen. There we go. That's just gonna continue to produce oxygen. And I actually don't know if this, I don't think this is actually making any sound. All right, so yeah, that's just gonna chug away and slowly produce silicon. I have quite a bit of it. So, oh, actually don't. Oh, I do, I have 3,000, so let's put that back in there, and then it should put it in there. Oh, hello, it's not connected. I'll put that through the thing over there. I think I can take most of this stuff out. Well, I'm gonna leave that because I probably need to go mine up some more platinum, which is a bit of a pain. All right, is that on? Yeah. So that silicon should have gone in there. which it looks like it's doing. All right. Yeah, there 40 just went in there. So there is just a little bit of a silicon production thing. Is it the best way to do it? Probably not. Is it fastest? Absolutely not either. But yeah, there is that. All right, so I crafted, or I smelted up all the other parts. The only thing we're listing is the mysterious crystal and the neutronium. I pulled that out because we started getting low on the blast furnaces, so I'm just kind of letting that fill up a little bit. I actually didn't realize I had run out of helium plasma, so the turbines had actually turned off. So that's not good, but there we go. We put it back on. I have been kind of debating what to do about the plasma for the turbines. The absolute easiest is obviously helium plasma. All it is water and some helium that we're pumping, which both of these super easy, infinite, basically, and don't have to worry about any of that. But it is definitely the least efficient plasma that you can get power from, so you burn through it a lot. And I think for now we're just going to leave it, but I do think we're going to have to upgrade it to a better plasma when we upgrade these turbines. So try to figure out which one I want to do. I'm leaning towards tin plasma maybe, but yeah, helium, super easy, but it's the silver. Silver is not an infinite resource, obviously, but we have tons of it, absolute tons of silver. We get tons of it from our mines, but this will eventually run out. So I'm trying to kind of figure out how I want to do that. The other option is just to craft a whole bunch more fusion reactors. And that is definitely a viable alternative. But again, this is a tier 3 reactor. I don't know if I want to go through the whole process of crafting more tier 3 reactors. I don't know. Maybe I will for the helium plasma, but I don't know. I'll do a bit more testing because the tin plasma is, well, one, we get tin as a byproduct, which is pretty cool, but it burns just so much better. So 300 million compared to the helium plasma. I can find it, which is 81,000. So what are we talking? About 4 times. 4 times as efficient. So it burns through 4 times less helium, or yeah, 4 times less tin plasma as it does helium plasma. But anyway, fortunately that's about wrapping up point for this episode. Next episode we'll come back and I think we'll be able to craft up the next rocket actually. Just because I have been smelting up, the longest part is the tier 7 and tier 8 things. So maybe we can do that tomorrow and hit up the tier 8 planets and see if we can finally get infinity plates or infinity dust or however. I'm not 100% sure how we get the infinity stuff. I think you... Is it infinity catalyst? No, it's infinity catalyst dust, and you neutronium compress it into this infinity catalyst. I think that's how you go about doing it. But I'm not entirely sure. But if we get some infinity stuff here, I mean, we're starting to get into some really cool, like, late game stuff here. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll take a look at that next episode. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.